Hi, welcome again on Faces by Folashade. We did start a series last week which I tagged the lesson in perspective, and we had the first episode last week and this is the second episode. And basically what I will be touching on today is more like you making excuses for people and viewing things from another perspective. One thing that excites me about this particular episode is I found myself in the same shoes as someone else, and I'm just so happy that it happened to me. Now, in the course of the week, I sent a message to someone. I was just checking on how they were and I didn't get a response, and I saw that this person was active on WhatsApp. I could see their WhatsApp status. I was just thinking, is it that you did not see my message or what? But then I decided to just take my mind off it. They didn't respond that whole day. They responded around noon the second day, and I just responded normally that, oh, all right, no worries, good to hear, I was just checking on you. Fast forward to 2 or 3 days after, the exact same thing happened to me. This time there had been a turn. Someone sent me a message and I did not realize they had sent me a message. I had quite a number of messages and it appeared that new charts had pushed their own chart further down, and I did not realize they had sent me a message until I just said, oh, I've not heard from this person in a while, let me just check up on them. And I saw that they had sent me a message some days earlier. I had to apologize. It was funny because I'm like, oh, this is the same thing that happened with this other person. And at the time, I did not think to make an excuse for that person that, oh, it might be that she's busy. Although, yes, I could see her status updates. It might be that, oh, this person is just advertising her product. She has not got into her chat yet. It might be that this person is not just in the mood to chat. It might be that this person thought that they had responded to me, but they had not. I didn't think of making any excuse. I was just thinking, imagine, rather than make excuse for them, what was I doing? I was painting negative scenarios in my head. Did I offend this person? Why would this person ignore me? Why would I be thinking of the negative part? It happens to many of us. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean you are a bad person, but for someone like me, that would always be, I'm very careful and I really don't like to offend people. And I'm always thinking, I don't want to say something that would offend this person. I don't want to do this. I'm always really careful as much as I'm really playful and jovial, but at the same time, I really like to avoid offense. Now, let's go back to my own story. I had to really apologize to that person that I'm so sorry I didn't see your message earlier. Meanwhile, she would have been thinking the same thing because she had sent me a message, right? And I was there uploading. They would have been thinking as well that, oh, I sent Shade a message. She has not responded, but she's updating her WhatsApp. That happens to many of us. But we fail to realize that people might just not see the message. It's not that they're ignoring you. It might also be that they thought they had sent a message. I'm sure it has happened to many of us that you type a message and you forget to click send. And you wouldn't know until the next time that person sends you a message or when you send them a message. That's when you see that, oh my God, I did not send this chat. I typed it. I did not send it. So many things take up our mind. So why not try to make excuses for people? I'm not saying you should make excuses for bad behavior or bad habits. No. But there are times that you need to understand that everything does not have to come from a negative angle. Doesn't have to come from a negative perspective, right? When you make excuses for people, you also avoid offenses. You avoid getting offended. You avoid getting upset over flimsy things. And you avoiding offenses, you are not doing the other party any good. You are doing yourself a world of favor. If something happens and then you say, oh, okay, maybe he didn't see me. You greet someone and you feel they didn't answer. Oh, maybe they didn't hear. Or like I would not even lie. I'm all these things I'm sharing with you. I'm not a perfect person as well. Oh. I learn from the stories I share, right? You might greet someone and they don't respond. Let me just confess. In my mind, I'll be like, Jebi na me greet you. Emi mo Jebi si mo kie. That's what I would think in my mind, right? And if I just want to be very naughty, I'll pull you back and say, see, I'm greeting you. I'm greeting, and they'll say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. But then you might just assume that, oh, I greeted him, he did not even respond to me, and he was looking at me like this. Do you know that you could be looking at people like this and they are not seeing you? because you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what is in their eye. They might be looking at you. They are long gone. So let's try and make excuses for people. Don't get angry. Don't get mad unnecessarily. It's easier said than done. Like I said, I am also learning. The fact that I'm here saying this to you does not mean I don't have my own flaws. It doesn't mean I'm perfect. It doesn't mean I'm doing it the right way. No. I'm learning. It was because I learned from this particular experience. That is why I'm here telling you. Actually, this was not even supposed to be the second episode, to be very honest. Something else that I documented was supposed to be on this particular episode, but because this happened in the course of the week, I said, no, this is really, really worth sharing. So let's endeavor to just keep our peace. Make excuses. You yourself, you would be at peace. You know, it would be very hard for people to get into your skin. It's going to be hard for people to offend you. Give it a shot. Give it a try. And you see how peaceful your life will be.